First of all, since 4 board members are on the facilities committee, including the chairperson, I say it's virtually impossible not to have option 1 go through, because they want option 1. It's $36 million, all right? So let's not kid ourselves. For them, those 4, for you 5 to outvote those 4, it's not going to happen.
Can I just make a point? I don't mean to interrupt you, and I'm going to give you extra time.
Okay.
The facilities committee that made the recommendation
Yes.
of that meeting, only Mr. Adar is chair and Ms. Keys was in attendance.
Okay.
Mr. Dockery and I also are the 2 of the 4 that you just talked about, were
Okay.
not at that meeting, and
Okay.
therefore did not vote, so the assumption you're making is incorrect.
Okay, so I wasn't there, all right.
I don't,
Yeah. Also, 2 parents weren't there.
No, I understand, but I want you to know, and I'm just clarifying for the record the situation. And yes, Ms. Keys?
And 2, in all fairness, we haven't really had the facilities report coming back to the board on why option 1, was the choice. So, until we get that information on the 5th, I don't think the whole board has the big picture as far as why the facilities is making that recommendation.
In some ways, facilities is, and this is what I was trying to get at, is making the recommendation in a vacuum. And so, of course, there would be no reason why we wouldn't change their minds for having full, big picture discussion with the board and the board.
Some of you...
Okay, I'm going to start your time. And I apologize for interrupting you, but I
That's okay.
felt that that was a very important clarification.
Okay.
Because you made that assumption, I understand you weren't there, so the recommendation that was made
So you said
doesn't have with it as much force as you thought it did.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to start your time.
Okay, and one of the items that the superintendent Cuddy brought up is safety. I ride through the campus. Let's be honest. If, in terms of the safety of this campus, when classes are outside, anybody who's whacked out can come and start shooting up the place. Nothing's going to stop that, all right? So let's not use safety, that we have to improve safety. As far as the inside, you could even have the best security. Remember back in December, I believe it was December 6th, a boy brought into the high school lunchroom a knife. You can't stop those things, all right? So even if you put a barrier between the middle school and the high school, it really doesn't help the situation. So let's not use security as a means. And by the way, security, we have 3 guards. They work for 4 to 5 hours. Why aren't they working for 8 hours? You can have so much more money. Why not have a recommendation for that? Are they just props, or are they there for real? Okay, next. In terms of the big piece of the $36 million, if it goes through, is the high school gym. We're not going to add a gym, from what I hear. We're just going to get rid of the middle school gym and then build a new one. And the numbers in writing are $11 to $14 million. Now, Mr. Perron, when he was working in Philadelphia, he said he built gyms for $3 to $4 million. That's quite a difference. Are we going to multiply by 4 everything? Is that how we got the $36 million? Continuing. The need has not been established that we need a gym, as Mr. Gotcha had said, for 800 seats. I showed it was on a video on the New Hope Free Press, that you can have 800 seats in that high school gym if, God forbid, it rained one day on graduation day. You have 400 seats there automatically, another 400. Is that a sufficient reason, a compelling reason to build another gym? And now, you talk about utilization. 3 periods out of our 8 in the high school and the middle school are only used. The other 5 aren't used. I'm getting a story, well, they're small, it's a small school, we can't manipulate. You know what? Get a math teacher in this school who teaches AP statistics and guaranteed in an hour, he'll get it straightened out. In fact, if you're going to have the middle schools 2, 6, 2, 4, and 6, for crying out loud, then have your high school 1, 3, and 5. So if you have 3 classes, one could use the gym. And look at the whole picture. How many schools in this state actually have the opportunity to go outside and use 12 fields? You've got to look at the whole picture. So, as Thomas Jefferson said, we have to be eternally vigilant, because I wasn't expecting this motion to come through, to be brought up tonight. From out of the blue, it came up. So, and I'm certainly going to be looking at this. But you have to come up with the numbers. One final thing. I asked for the numbers of the teachers who teach middle school and high school phys ed. I wanted to know what periods of the day they teach and how many kids in each of their classes. I'm still waiting for the answers. That's Mr. Adol's job. He should go to them and say that. And I want to hear from the phys ed teachers. I want them to be vetted, not only by you, but by people like me. And I was a phys ed teacher.
Mr. Grant,
Thank you.
You're about 30 seconds past, even assuming the fact that I started.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll be back for public comment.
Thank you.
Thank you.